Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Gnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri युतपतकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथन्वितं तं सजीवं सर्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तु ते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये पञ्चकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमां विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनीति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणि प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादि पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् शृण्वतां स्वकथा कृष्ण पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनारित्यन्दस्तोय भद्राणि विदुनोति सुहृत्सतां नष्टप्रायस्वभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भागवति उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. Before reciting the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances unto the person of Godhead Narayana, unto Narayana Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Shri Vyasadeva, the author. Sri Krishna, the person of Godhead, who is the Paramatma, super soul in everyone's heart and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his messages, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. By regular attendance in classes on the Bhagavatam and by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the person of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. And the Gaudiya Vaishnava ki jai. Prabhupada.
Jai. I'll start, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Okay, Haribol. I think it's 43. Yeah, 43.
Verse 43. Okay, Canto 4, chapter 25, text 43. Narada uvacha iti taudam pati tatra samudya samayam mittaha tam pravishya purim rajan mumudate shatam samaha. Synonyms: Naradaha uvacha, the great sage Narada spoke. Iti, thus. Tau, they. Dampati, husband and wife. Tatra, they. Samudya, being equally enthusiastic. Samayam, accepting one another. Mitaha, mutually. Tam, in that place. Pravisya, entering. Purim, in that city. Rajan, O king. Mumudate, they enjoyed life. Shatam, 100. Samaha, years. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The great sage Narada continued, my dear king, those two, the men and the women supporting one another through mutual understanding, entered that city and enjoyed life for 100 years. Purport: 100 years is significant in this connection because every human being is given the concession to live up to 100 years. The life of the span of life is different on different planets according to the planet's distance from the sun. In other words, 100 years on this planet is different from 100 years on another planet. Lord Brahma lives for 100 years according to time on the Brahmaloka planet, but 1 day of Brahma is equal to millions of years on this planet. Similarly, the days on the heavenly planets are equal to 6 months. Yeah, I remember this. 6 months on this planet. On every planet, however, the span of life for a human being is roughly 100 years. According to the lifespan on different planets, the standards of living also differ. Upagiyamano lalitam tatra cha gaya kahi kridan parivrataha stri bi hiradinim avishak chuchau har haradinim avishak cha haradinim avishak chu Chow. How do you pronounce that, Prabhu? Like the last 3 words. Haradinim Avish Chak Chu Chow. Sounds Chinese. Do you see it, Semi Prabhu?
Is Suchao.
Shu Chow.
Yes, I think like that. Not sure though. Hare Krishna,
then I
Rishikesh,
see-
Prabhu, Tanda Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Rishikesh Prabhu, please accept number obeisances of Brother Shila Prabhupada. That one, like, how would you sing it, Prabhu? Haradinim Avish Chak Chu Chow. Is it Chu Chow?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Tanda Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Haribol. Oh, you are not sure, Prabhu?
Radi Nimab Avisat Shuchao.
Okay.
Avisat Shuchao.
Chuchao. Yeah. Okay, Prabhu. Synonyms: upagi yamanaha, being sung about, lalitam, very nicely, tatra, here and there, cha, also, gaya kai, by the singers, kridan, playing, parivrataha, surrounded, stribi, by women, haradinim, in the waters of the rivers, avishat, entered, shu chow, when it was too hot. Translation: many professional singers used to sing about the glories of King Puranjana, and his glorious activities. When it was too hot in the summer, he used to enter a reservoir of water. He would surround himself with many women and enjoy their company. Oh, I thought Puranjana was a woman, a female. Purport: a living being has different activities in different stages of life. One stage is called Jagrat, or the life of awakening, and another is called Svapna, or the life of dream. Another stage is called Susupti, or life in an unconscious state, and still another stage occur after death. In the previous verse, the life of awakening was described that in the men and the woman, that is, the men and the women were married and enjoyed life for 100 years. In this verse, life in the oh, when you scroll, I'm getting lost. Okay, in the dream state is described for the activities Puranjana accomplished during the day were also reflected at night in the dream state. Puranjana used to live with his wife for sense enjoyment, and at night this very sense enjoyment was appreciated in different ways. A man sleeps very soundly when he is greatly fatigued, and when a rich man is greatly fatigued, he goes to his garden house with many female friends and there enters the water and enjoys their company. Such is the tendency of the living entity within this material world. A living entity is never satisfied with a woman unless he is trained in the system of brahmacharya. Generally, a man's tendency is to enjoy many women, and even at the very end of life, the sex impulse is so strong that even though one is very old, he still wants to enjoy the company of young girls. Thus, because of the strong sex impulse, the living entity becomes more and more involved in this material world.
Krishna, this is crazy.
Yes, Prabhu. That's why I'm like, Okay. Sapto parikrita dvaraha purastasyatu dve adaha pratak vish aya gati artaham tasyam yaksha kaschaneshvaraha tasyam kaschaneshvaraha. Synonym Sapta 7 Upari up Krita made Dwaraha gates Puraha of the city Tasyaha there two then Dwe two Adaha down Pratak different Vish Ayam to places Gati Artam for going Tasyam in that city Yaha one who Kaschana whoever Ishvara governor. You can go down, Prabhu. Translation. Of the 9 gates in that city, 7 were on the surface and 2 were subterranean. Subterranean. Is it subterranean? Semi Prabhu, you are my AI assistant. Subterranean.
It's underground.
Sorry, Prabhu.
Yeah, it's underground. Subterranean. What is that?
Subterranean.
Subterranean. Yeah.
Subterranean. Yo. Yes, that one. A total of 9 doors were constructed, and these led to different places. All the gates were used by the city's governor. Purport: the 7 gates on the body that are situated upwards are the two eyes, 2 nostrils, 2 ears, and 1 mouth. The 2 subterranean gates are the rectum and the genitals. Is it the rectum? And the genitals. The king or the ruler of the body, who is the living entity, uses all these doors to enjoy different types of material pleasures. The system of opening different gates to different places is still evident in old Indian cities. Formerly, a capital was surrounded by walls, and one passed through various gates to go to various cities or towards specific directions. In old Delhi, there are still remnants of surrounding walls and various gates known as the Kashmiri Gate, the Lahori Gate, etc. Similarly, in Ahmedabad, Ahmedabad, there is a Delhi Gate. The point of this simile is that the living entity wants to enjoy different types of material opulences, and to this end, nature has given him various holes in this body that he can utilize for sense enjoyment. Yo. Text 46. Panchadvaras tu paurastya dakshinaika tatotara paschime dve amushamte Namani Nirpa Vranaye. Synonyms: Pancha 5, Dvara doors 2, then Paurastaya, facing the eastern gate. Can go down, Prabhu. Eastern side. Dakshina, southern Eka 1, Tata also Uttara 1 towards the north. Paschime, similarly, on the western side, Dwe 2 Amusham of them, there unto you, Nammani names, Nirpa, O king, Varnaye, I shall describe. I just saw the word Uttara. I forgot the book. There's a book called Mahabharata. Still need to continue there. Translation, my dear king, of the 9 doors, 5 led towards the eastern side, 1 led towards the northern side, 1 led towards the southern side, and 2 led towards the western side. I shall try to give the names of these different doors. I wonder which one, western and eastern. Or is it the ears and 2
Yes,
ears?
Prabhu. Yes,
Oh,
Prabhu.
yes. I forgot about the ears, It's because we don't listen.
Oh, I need to go down.
Oh, yes, bro. Purport of the 7 doors on the surface, namely the two eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, and 1 mouth. 5 look forward, and these are described as the doors facing the eastern side, since looking forward means seeing the sun. These are described as the eastern gates, for the sun rises in the east. The gate on the northern side and the gate on the southern side represent the 2 ears, and the 2 gates facing the western side represents the rectum and genitals. All the doors and gates are described below. Text 47. Such a long word. Okay,
Oh,
Kadyotwa.
sorry to interrupt. Oh, sorry to
Karibu.
interrupt. But what was the last verse talking about?
Sorry, Prabhu. About the
The
nostrils and what? I think he was
last
talking
verse.
about. Yeah, I was talking about the nostrils. Yeah, I remember the eastern side and what.
Yes, Prabhu.
That we enjoy through those holes, sense enjoyment. Or was
Yes,
it the
bro.
previous one? Or was it the previous one before
See, the sun
47?
is the eastern gate, yeah.
Yes,
The
yes,
gate on the northern side, north, south are the ears.
So it's only 2 years, ne? On the north and on the eastern and west. There's nothing else. I'm trying to imagine.
It
Yeah, we
says the
have the
north and south are the
But
ears.
do we have south? Oh, south, Janet, somewhere there.
See, the western side is the rectum and genitals.
Oh, yes, yes. Yeah? Where are the ears? Or there or 2 ears.
Yeah, 2 ears are south and north.
South and north.
Yes, Prabhu, not west and east.
Prabhu, what? Yeah, please repeat again. Ears are south and no, south and north.
Yes, Prabhu.
Country, I don't know which means I don't even know where north is facing.
Yeah,
But
but it's
how is it?
because your body is like a big city, and every city has a gate somewhere. So these are in the western side, northern side, southern side. So the gate of your city, the western gate is the rectum and genitals. Then the west side of the city. We can
Oh,
think
yes,
of
yes,
the
yes.
body as a big city where
Mhm.
you are the
You,
king living there in the
yeah, you
city.
speak as if we have planets inside.
Yes,
We are
Prabhu.
controlling everything.
Yeah, it's like that, but it's just a city.
Oh, yes, 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 Prabhu.
And you are the king. You decide how much you take tax and how much you give the citizens food and water.
Oh,
You are
yes.
the king.
Now I understand the field of activity. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Prabhu.
You as the knower.
Yeah. And the whole body, the different parts are dependent on what decisions like how you serve them or what you give them.
Yes, Prabhu. That's why I observe fasting so much these days.
Yes, Prabhu. Hmm. So the 5 doors are so in east there is 5 doors. In east there is 2 eyes. No. 5 look forward, and these are described as the doors facing the eastern side. 2. Is it the nostrils, mouth? Now I'm confused.
It's
2 eyes,
Bhagavatam, Prabhu.
2 nostrils, and 1 mouth. 5
Semi
look
Prabhu, can you
forward. But what are the 5? 5 look forward.
five? Yeah, isn't it the eyes, the nostrils, and the mouth? Because they're two
Oh,
to
yeah.
one.
Yeah, I forgot the eyes, Prabhu.
Oh,
I
yes, yes,
forgot the
Prabhu.
eye. Yes, Prabhu. I was counting
But
just
like,
the nose and the mouth. I was like, it's only 3.
oh, yeah. Now I'm
Yes.
only, like we also engage into like sense gratification for the eyes, like watching things that you want, like
Yes, Prabhu. And
things.
this, I think,
Okay.
why in the planet, the Western side is more inauspicious and sense gratification and concerned about genitals only. If you go to USA and countries like this, and the more you come to East, it's more pious.
Oh, yes, yes, Prabhu.
That's my speculation, but it's also matches like that.
Yeah, the eastern side is the Indian side, right?
Yes, Prabhu. Okay, let's see what in the next one is said. Oh, this is interesting. Reboot.
And actually, probably chapter 13 discusses a lot about these, like the senses and everything. You know, they name all the 24 senses.
Yes, Prabhu.
Kadyotavir mukhi cha prag dwarav ekatra nirmite vibar vibarajitam jana padam yati tabyam duyamat sakka. Where's Vivek Prabhu? Synonyms: kadyota, yeah? Kadyota, of the names Kadyota, Avirmukhi, of the names Avimurki, Cha also, Prak, towards the eastern side, Dwarau, 2 gates, Ekatra. Yeah, Prabhu, I want to ask you, you see that Dwarau, it is a U now, but then when you read it from the Sanskrit, they make a V. Do you pronounce it still with a U as if the V is a U? Dwarau, Dwarau. You see that word, Prabhu?
Where this?
Second line on the synonyms, synonyms, yeah. Dwarau, the 2 gate, yeah. In the Sanskrit, I saw that they changed the U to V. I remember how there's like when the A matches the E, you change to the what? You see there.
Yes, Prabhu.
Do we pronounce it as the same as Dwarau with a U rather?
You pronounce Dvara Vekatra. Dvara
Yeah.
Vekatra. Dvara Vekatra
Dwarave.
Nirmite.
Oh, Dwarave.
Dvara.
Actually, the V it is to actually make the poem to flow, ne?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay.
Dvara Vekatra Nirmite.
Nirmite. Mm, okay, where was I? I think I was Dwarao, 2 gates, Ekatra, in one place, Nirmite, where constructed. Vi, Vibarajitam, Vibrajitam, of the names Vibrajita, Jana Padam, city, Yati used to go. Tabyam, by them, Duimat, of the name Duiman. Saka, with his friends. Saketi. Translation: the 2 gates named Kadyota and Avirmukhi were situated facing the eastern side, but they were constructed in one place. Also, Semi Prabhu, when you are saying it's like a city, they're actually describing us like the field, but then in a form of a city.
Yes, Prabhu. This city is the body that we are living in.
Oh, yes, yes, Prabhu. Seems as if there are people living inside this city.
Yes,
'Cause
Prabhu,
we
there
don't
is others. And also when this there are like personalities also, this intelligence, mind, all those.
Yes, Prabhu.
And it's explained when the soul goes to the Yamaraj, then all those go with him. They walk. They are
Oh
the
yes.
woman, and they walk
Oh
behind.
yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
There is the picture. We
Who
can look at it after this.
I already imagined I'm like the mind it's a female. Even
Yes,
if it's
Prabhu.
not a but it's a female. It's always complaining, you know. It's
Yes,
always
Prabhu.
doing all this. It's always helping out senses like the tongue, belly, everything. It's like the mind actually triggers you to go do something, especially if you're asleep, like sleepwalking.
Yes, Prabhu. And the mind stores different images and different, like in the verse it was in some purport it was said that because the mind is like woman, and also the mind stores images of woman that the person is attracted to, and then the mind goes with all those women to the Yamaraj's abode. So I
Oh
think
yes,
according to
bro.
that, the person will also get his new body according to
Oh
what he's
yes.
like attracted to
Mm.
and what is in the mind.
Yes, bro. Yeah, I wish I was born in a Brahman family, bro. You know. Oh,
Yes, Prabhu.
Western life is hard. Okay, where was I? Did I finish? No, I did not finish the translation. I stopped just in the middle. I'll restart it. I'll reread it, not restart it. Go up, Prabhu. Translation. Translation. The two gates named Gadyota and Avirmukhi were situated facing the eastern side, but they were constructed in one place. Through those two gates, the king used to go to the city of Vibarjita, accompanied by a friend's name was Duman. I wonder who are these friends, Prabhu. Purport. The two names Kadyota and Avirmukhi means glowworm and torchlight. This indicates that of the two eyes, the left eye is less powerful in wow. The left eye is less powerful in its ability to see. Although both eyes are constructed in one place, one is stronger than the other in the power to see. The king or the living entity uses these two gates to see things properly, but he cannot see unless accompanied by a friend whose name is Duman. This friend is the sun. Although the two eyes are situated in one place, they have no power to see without the sunlight. And it's actually like that, bro. I love this purport. Vibrajitam Janapadam. If one wants to see something very clearly, Vibarjitam, he must see it with two eyes and the assistance of his friend, the sunlight. Within this body, everyone is a king because he uses his different gates according to his own will. Although he is very much proud of his power to see or hear, he is nonetheless dependent on the assistance of nature. Hmm. So this is our land of crop, Prabhu. Like the government owns the citizens. They know the citizens have this much. They cannot have like this certain amount of money. Of their homes. So it's
Yes, Prabhu.
actually the similar story that you are the body. You use everything as you want. If you want to run now, you run. No one can tell you anything. You want to jump. You want to do what? Now I see how we are minute controllers through
Yes,
these
Prabhu.
senses.
Yeah,
It's
we are living
clicking.
like kings in the body.
Hmm. Just immediately from deciding to stand and walk. You did not even ask anybody to walk.
Yes, Prabhu.
I think we did this. Or is it a new sloka? It's a different one. Eh?
Yeah, it's new one.
Nalini cha prag dwaravekatra nirmite avaduta sakastabyam vishyam yati saurabam. Synonyms: Nalini, of the names Nalini, Nalini of the name Nalini, Cha also Prague, Eastern, Dwarau, two gates, Ekatra in one place near Mite, constructed, Avaduta of the names Avaduta, Saka with his friends, Tabyam by those two gates, Vishayam, place, Yati, I used to go, Saurabam of the name Saurabam. Translation: Similarly, in the Eastern, there were two sets of gates named Nalini and Nalini. Oh, Jai and Vijay. And these were also constructed in one place, not two, in one place. Through these gates, the king, accompanied by a friend named Avadutam, used to go to the city of Sauraba. Prabhu, this is like a figure, it's figure of speech, ne? This is like a figure of speech.
Yes, Prabhu.
Because they're not referring to outside people there.
Yes, Prabhu.
They're
It's
referring
inside
to
the
the
Bible.
senses and everything. Yes, yes, bro. Nalini. And you might get that the names, the Nalini, you might find that they are the minute controllers inside. And Avaduta. Isn't Avaduta the sunshine, Prabhu, or light? Because they are accompanied by a friend named Avaduta. Oh, but then no. Because they said their friend is the sunlight of the eyes. And now they're talking about Nalini and Nalini. I thought maybe it was one eye and one eye. Oh, two nostrils actually, not eyes.
Yes, Prabhu.
That's a different one. Sharp. Okay, yeah, Prabhu. I'll read for like 15 minutes. Just I need to go somewhere.
Yes, Prabhu. I think you left here.
Sorry, Prabhu. Oh, in other okay, so or aroma, yeah. In other words, the nostrils, with the help of their friend, the air, enjoy various aromas in the material world. Nalini and Nalini are the pipes of the nostrils through which one inhales and exhales, enjoying the aroma of sense pleasure. Mukya nama pura stadvas taya pana bahu danau vishayau yati pura rad rasnag vipana vipanan vitaha. Synonyms: Mukaya, the chief; Nama, called; Pura, start on the eastern side; Dwa, gate; Taya, by that; Apana, of the name; Apana, Bahu Danau, of the name; Bahu Dana; Vishayau, two places Yati used to go; Purarat, the king of the city; Puranjana; Rasagya, of the names; Rasagya; Vipana, of the names; Vipana; Anvitaha, along with. Translation: The fifth gate, situated on the eastern side, was named Mukya, or the chief. Through this gate, accompanied by his friends named Rasadna and Vipana, he used to visit two places named Bahudana and Apana. I'm getting lost. I'm coming back, getting lost. Purport. The month is.
Yes,
I don't. Sorry, Prabhu.
yes,
Roshit.
the purports are very interesting.
Oh, you are cutting, Prabhu. Please say again.
Because the purports are very interesting.
Yes, Prabhu, very interesting. Especially as The translations are confusing. Purport: the mouth is here described as the chief of the most important gate. Oh, because it has the tongue. The mouth is a very important entrance because one has two functions to conduct with the mouth. One function is eating and the other is speaking. Our eating is done with the friend Rasagna, by whom the tongue can taste so many different types of food. The tongue is also used for speaking, and it can speak of either material sense enjoyment or Vedic knowledge. Of course, here material sense enjoyment is stressed. Therefore, the word Rasagna is used. I'm even feeling the nectar of reading, Prabhu. It's actually interesting. Pritur nirpa purya dvar dakshinena puranjanaha rastram dakshina pranchalam yati shutra dar daranvitaha. Synonyms: Pritu of the name Pritu, Nirpa, O king, Puryaha of the city, Dwa, gate, Dakshinena of the southern side, Puranjanaha, King Puranjana, Rashtaram, country, Dakshina, southern, Panchalam of the name Panchala. It reminds me of Panchali. Yati used to go, Shruta Dara Anvitaha, along with his friends Shrut Shrutadara. Shrutadara. Translation: the southern gate. And I said the southern gate is the ears, right? The southern gate of the city was known as Prittu, and through that gate, King Puranjana used to visit the city named Dakshina Panchala, accompanied by his friend Shrudadara. Shrutadara. Purport: the right ear is used for karma kandiya or fruitive activities. Yeah? How is this possible, bro? The right ear is used for karma kandiya or fruitive activities
Oh, yes,
as
Prabhu.
long as like, is it the one that hears bad things? I'm gonna close it with a cotton wool.
Yes, Prabhu. I've actually noted this.
Yeah, Prabhu. This is new to me, hey?
Yes, Prabhu. Usually, if we want to listen some sense gratificatory karmi music, we put the headphone to the right ear only.
Oh yes, Prabhu. And then,
I've
and then we
never put
leave the
the
left ear
headphone
for
to left.
position.
I've never put it left ear only, actually.
Yeah,
It's
me
always.
too.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. This is mind blowing.
Yes, Prabhu.
I wonder what the left does, eh? Maybe it's the one that acquires knowledge.
Yes, Prabhu. Maybe.
I can't even continue now. I'm surprised. I don't know how I feel. The right ear is used for karma kandiya or fruitive activities. As long as one is attached to the enjoyment of material resources, he hears from the right ear and uses the five senses to elevate himself to the higher planetary systems like Pitraloka. Consequently, the right ear is here described as the Prithu gate. Hmm, 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 hmm. You remember that picture, Semi Prabhu, in Bhagavad Gita, where the three modes, it shows us that how we are being controlled.
Yes, Prabhu.
I think they should do a more detailed picture, Prabhu, because it seems as if it's more than that.
Hmm.
Prabhu, the purport, can you show me the last one?
But Prabhu.
So, Prabhu, from right here we hear the karma kind of things, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
So what if we listen, Prabhu, like let's say what if we listen to spiritual knowledge with the right ear, like let's say using the right ear, we might not hear anything.
Yes, it's good.
Like sorry, Prabhu?
It's good. Then it becomes spiritual ear.
Oh yes, yes, Prabhu.
And through here it is said that he uses the five senses to elevate himself to higher planetary systems like Pitriloka.
Yes, Prabhu.
Though I didn't understand the last one, that
Which
it
one,
uses
Prabhu?
five senses. Five senses, that one, that sentence.
Which five senses? Because we have the knowledge senses, we have the working senses, we have the Mahabahu. Is it the Mahabahu senses?
I think he used 5 working senses.
Yeah, working senses, ne?
Yes,
I
Prabhu.
think what like the voice, the what
Yeah, this is what karmis use the senses for to get
genital,
elevated to higher position.
or the working senses.
Yes, yes.
Prabhu, the
Yes,
working senses, is it like hands, arms, genitals, anus, voice, ne?
yes, Prabhu.
I think there are five. And then there's
And
the one for
working.
knowledge.
Yeah, these are knowledge gathering senses.
Oh yes, because the ear usually hears
Yes, Prabhu.
input. So yeah, okay, text 51. Devahur nama puryatve uttarena puranjanaha rastram uttara panchalam yati shruta dharanvitaha. Synonyms: Devahu, of the name Devahu, Nama, as it was called, Puryaha, of the city, Dwa gate, Uttarena, on the northern side, Puranjanaha, King Puranjana, Rashtram, country, Uttara, northern, Panchalam, of the name Panchala, Yati used to go, Shruta Dara Anvitaha, with his friends, Shruta Dara. Shrutadara. Translation: on the northern side was the gate named Devahu. Through the gate, King Puranjana used to go with his friends Shrutadara to the place known as Uttarapanchala. Prabhu, I need to, Hana, where are we, Prabhu? Chapter, we are in chapter 425, right?
Yeah,
425. 425. I need to go reread this. Amazing. Purport: the two ears are situated on the northern side and the southern side. The ear on the southern side is very strong and is always anxious to hear about sense enjoyment. The ear on the northern side, however, is used for taking initiation from the spiritual master and for gaining promotion to the spiritual sky. The right ear, yeah, you see, probably actually the left is for, it's like for the knowledge.
Yes,
Or is
Prabhu.
it the left? Is, are they describing the hmm? Promotion to the spiritual sky? The right ear, or the ear on the southern side, is called Prithu, which indicates that it is used for attaining the higher planetary systems known as Prituloka. But the left ear, which is known as Devahu, is, or it can take you maybe to Goldoka, Vaikunta. This one can take you to higher planets, is utilized for hearing about even higher planetary systems such as Maharloka, Dapaloka, and Brahmaloka, or yet even higher planets situated in the spiritual universe where one becomes more inclined to be permanently situated. This is explained in Bhagavad Gita. Yanti Deva Vrata Devan Priti Yanti Priti Vrataha Bhutani Yanti Bhuteja Yanti Madhyagno Pimam. Yagni no Pimam Yanti Madi Prabhu help Yanti Mad Yajino Pimam. Is it Yajino Prabhu?
Yes,
Oh
Prabhu.
Yajino. Okay.
Yeah, P, Pimam.
Those who worship the demigods will take birth among the demigods. Those who worship ghosts and spirits will take birth among such beings. Those who worship ancestors go to the ancestors, and those who worship me will live with me. Bhagavad Gita 9.25. This is the sloka that I like to show my sister. She's into ancestral worships, you know. So I'm like, hey, those people are suffering. Always scare her.
Yes, Prabhu.
One who is interested in being happy on this planet as well as after death generally wants to be elevated to Pitra Loka. Such a person can use the right ear for hearing Vedic instructions. Oh, the right ear is the sense enjoyment one, ne Prabhu?
Yes, bro.
Okay, yeah. So meaning the left one is smart. Yeah. This one is actually, it's like
Yes.
the left is Indian, it's Eastern, and then this one is like what do you call it, Western. Even though it's not stated like that, you know. I was saying like I was referring to the Western world, you know, the Eastern world, the
Yeah,
pious lives.
there's something like that.
Hmm. Who is talking here, Prabhu? Like who is instructing, who is teaching us Uvacha?
Oh, now I forgot. Who was talking?
Prabhu, the purport was not finished, right?
It was, I think.
Yeah, I don't.
The last para.
Oh, this is Maitra talking to Vidura.
Maitreya talking to Vidura. Huh.
Yeah.
I've never heard of Maitreya in the Mahabharata. Like even watching the series, I've never heard a person called Maitreya, you know. I've
Hmm.
seen Akruvji, Duryodhan, everyone was there. Yudhishthir, but then Maitreya, there was no scene of Maitreya there. Maybe he's mentioned deep in the Mahabharata.
Yes, Prabhu. He's a devotee of
Was he
Vyasa.
in? Oh yes, he was in Dwarpa, ne? Dwarpa Yuga.
Yeah, the same age that Vyasadeva was there.
Okay, bro. One who is interested in being happy on this planet as well as after death generally wants to be elevated to the Pitra Lokas. Such a person can use the right ear for hearing Vedic instructions. However, one who is interested in going to Tapa Loka, Brahma Loka, the Vaikuntha planet, or Krishna Loka may take initiation from the spiritual master in order to be elevated to such lokas. Hmm. Hannah, what they said about the left, they said the left eye. They said the left eye does not see, does not have that ability to see. Ne?
Yes,
They are
Prabhu.
not equal in seeing.
Yeah.
So, like, let's say the left eye sees more
No, the right eye.
than the right, or the right eye sees more. So they are
Yes.
not different like the ears. Since the ear can hear, like, since the left ears for, like, let's say it's for the, I'd call it the intelligent ear, and then the right ear is the muda. So like
Yes,
the right
Prabhu.
eye does it have like a similar thing? I did not hear of it. Like they said maybe
It's
it
just
can have
stronger.
the ability, or it's just stronger.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were gonna dive deep in, like let's say even when you study, okay, that which one, how you see.
Hmm. Yes, Prabhu.
Asuri nama paschad dwas taya yati puran janaha gramakam nama vishyam duramadena samanvitaha. Why didn't I sing from there? I wanted to try to sing it, but synonyms. Asuri of the name Asuri Nama called Paschat on the western side, Dwaha gate, Taya by which Yati used to go, Puranjanaha, King Puranjana, Gramakam, Gramakam of the name Gramaka. Nama called Vishayam, the city of sense enjoyment, Durmadena by Durmada. Saman Vitaha, accompanied Yeah, this one is the last one, Prabhu, translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. On the western side was a gate named Asuri. Through that gate, King Puranjana used to go to the city of Gramaka, accompanied by his friend Durmada. I wonder who is this now. I think it's the nose. Okay, we spoke about the eyes, ears. Isn't it the nose, Prabhu, now? Nostrils.
No,
you
this
also
western
get.
side is the genitals and rectum.
Oh, yes, Prabhu.
Yes,
Purport, the gate on the. Sorry, Prabhu.
these are the subterranean, what it was, subterranean gates.
Oh, yes, Prabhu. That
These
word.
lead to the lower planets.
Oh, yes, Prabhu. Purport, the gate on the western side of the city was known as Asuri because it was especially meant for the Asuras. I'm already laughing. It's like I can hear what what they're about to discuss about. The word Asura refers to those who are interested in sense gratification, specifically in sex life, to which they are overly attracted. Thus, Puranjana, the living entity, enjoys himself to his greatest satisfaction by means of the genitals. Consequently, he used to go to the place known as Gramaka, material sense gratification is also called Gramya, and the place where sex life is indulged in to a great extent is called Gramaka. When going to Gramaka, Puranjana used to be accompanied by his friends Durmada. The word Vishaya refers to the four bodily necessities of life: eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. The word Durmadena may be analyzed in this way. Dur means dushta or sinful, and Mada means madness. Every living entity who is in contact with material nature is called Mada. Mada. I'm going to call my friends that Mada or mad. It is said, Pischi Pisyachi pa ile Lienamati chana haya maya grasta jivera haya se baba udaya. When a person is haunted, he becomes practically insane. When one is in an insane condition, he speaks all kinds of nonsense. Thus, to become engaged in sense gratification, one has to accept a friend who is durmada, or badly affected by the material disease. The word Asuri Nama Paschad Dwaha are significant in another sense. The sunrise is first visible from the eastern side, the Bay of Bengal, and gradually it progresses towards the west. It is practically experienced that people in the West are more addicted to sense gratification. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself has certified Paschimera Loka Saba Muda Ananchara Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela 10.89. The more one goes to the western side, the more he will find people disinterested in spiritual life. He will find them behaving against the Vedic standards. Because of this, people living in the West are more addicted to sense gratification. In this Bhagavatam, it is confirmed Asuri Nama Paschat Twaha. In other words, the population of the Western side is interested in an Asuric civilization. That is a materialistic way of life. Lord Chaitanya consequently wanted this Krishna consciousness movement to be preached on the Western side of the world so that people addicted to sense gratification may be benefited by his teachings. So, Semi Prabhu, I think I'll be out for like 5 to 10 minutes, but if I come back, I just wanted to continue reading. I
Yes,
don't know
Prabhu.
who will be reading. Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, I can read, Prabhu.
Okay,
Yes,
go.
Prabhu. Just are you gonna read a lot? Like, how many scriptures are you gonna read, or you want to also read, like, to add for your sadhana?
No, Prabhu, you can read after that,
Okay,
after I
Prabhu.
join.
Okay, Prabhu. No, I'm not going out. I'm leaving my phone here.
Yes,
Okay,
Prabhu.
Prabhu.
Okay, Rishikesh, Prabhu, you
Haribo.
can.
Yes, Prabhu. निर्तिर नाना पश्चात्वास तया याति पुरंजना वैशेषम नाम विषयम लुप्तकेन समन्विता. Synonyms: Niriti, of the name Niriti, Nama, called, Pashat, western, Dva, gate, Taya, by which, Yati, used to go, Puranjana, King Puranjana, Vaishasam, of the name Vaishasa, Nama, called Vishaya, to the place, Lubtakena, by their friend named Lubtaka, Samanvita, accompanied. Translation purport by Sri Bhaktivinoda Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. Translation: Another gate on the western side was known as Niriti. Puranjana used to go through this gate to the place known as Vishasa, accompanied by his friend Lubtaka. Purport: This is a reference to the rectum. The rectum is supposed to be situated on the western side of the eyes, nose, and ears. This gate is especially meant for death. When an ordinary living entity abandons his present body, he passes through the rectum. It is therefore painful. When one is called by nature to evacuate, one also experiences pain. The friend of the living entity who accompanies him through this gate is named Luptaka, which means greed. Due to our greed, we eat unnecessarily, and such gluttony causes pain at the time of evacuation. The conclusion is that the living entity feels well if he evacuates properly. This gate is known as Niriti, or the painful gate.
Oh,
So,
Haribol.
Prabhu, the
Yes, Prabhu, I've been
yes,
searching for this purport. Now I need to save it to the notes.
yes, Prabhu. So,
You have a
Prabhu, the
scripture?
soul is yes,
Yeah.
Prabhu.
This,
So, Prabhu, the
this,
soul.
this
Yes,
please
Prabhu,
continue.
you're saying something.
Oh, Prabhu.
Prabhu, I was saying that the soul lives through the rectum.
Yeah, then it goes to hell.
So, Prabhu, the
From,
yogis,
yeah, they live from the
they,
Brahmarandra on the top of the skull.
but usually the karma kandi or other people, they live from rectum, right?
Yes, Prabhu, that's why they die passing stool and everything, because they leave the body from there.
Okay, Prabhu.
You know, when Yogi leaves his body, he's supposed to block his rectum with his heel. And then he concentrates, and there's so much like energy, he penetrates the skull through the top of the skull. There's a Brahmarandra. So there becomes a hole, and he penetrates the skull upwards. It's
Yes,
explained in
Prabhu.
some canto. I forgot, maybe previous canto it was explained.
Yes, Prabhu.
But this part I wanted to say that the digestion process is always painful. Eating is painful. So when one eats more, then he's more in pain.
Yes, Prabhu. Text 54. Indha amisham pauranam nirvapashpeshas krita ubhau akshan akshanvatam adhipatistabhyam yati karoti cha. Synonyms: Andhau, blind; Amnisham, among those; Pauranam, of the inhabitants; Nirvak, of the name Nirvak; Peshyaskritau, of the name Peshyaskrit; Ubhau, both of them; Akshanvatam, of the people who possessed eyes; Adipata, Adhipati. You can scroll down, Prabhu. Ruler, Tabhyam, with both of them. Yati, used to go. Karoti, used to act. Cha, and. Translation: of the many inhabitants of this city, there are two persons, named Nirvak and Peshaskrip. Although King Puranjana was the ruler of citizens who possessed eyes, he unfortunately used to associate with these blind men. Accompanied by them, he used to go here and there and perform various activities. Purport: This is a reference to the arms and legs of the living entity. The two legs do not speak and they are blind. If a person simply trusts his legs to take him walking, he is likely to fall into a hole or to bump into something. Thus, led by the blind eggs, one's life may be placed in jeopardy. Of the senses that are working, the hands and legs, the hands of the senses that are working, the hands, the legs are very important, but they have no eyes to see. This means that in the hands and legs there are no holes. In the head there are many holes. The two eyes, two nostrils, two ears, and one mouth. But lower down in the arms and legs there are no holes. Consequently, the arms and legs have been described as andha, blind. Although the living entity has many holes in his body, he nonetheless has to work with his hands and arms. Although the living entity is master of many other senses, when he has somewhere to go, to do something or touch something, he has to use his blind legs and hands. So Prabhu, here the hands and legs are mentioned.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhu. Text 55. Sa Yarshya Ana Antapuro Gato Vishuchina Samandita Moham Prasadam Harshamba Yati Jayat Majo Bhavam. Synonyms: Saha, he, he, when, Anta, Antapura, to his private home, Gataha, used to go, Vishu China, by the mind, Samanvita, accompanied, Moham, illusion, Prasadam, satisfaction, Harsham, happiness, Va, or Yati, used to enjoy, Jaya, wife, Atmaja, children, Udbhavan, produced by them. Translation: Sometimes he used to go to his private home with one of his chief servants, the mine, who was named Vishuchina. At that time, illusion, satisfaction, and happiness used to be produced from his wife and children.
Haribol. Yeah, this is a reference by Sundar Gopal Prabhu has given this reference sometimes, explaining when one goes independently alone and then he associates with his mind alone, then the mind will produce all these kinds of things.
Yes, Prabhu. Purport: according to the Vedic conclusion, one's self is situated within the heart, as stated in the Vedic language. Hridaya ayam atma pratishtita. The self is situated within the heart. In the material condition, however, the spirit soul is covered by the material qualities, namely goodness, passion, and darkness. And within the heart, these three qualities react. For instance, when one is in goodness, he feels happiness. When one is in passion, he feels satisfaction through material enjoyment. And when one is in darkness, he feels bewilderment. All these activities are of the mind, and they function on the platform of thinking, feeling, and willing. When the living entity is encircled by wife, children, and home, he acts on the mental plane. Sometimes he is very happy, sometimes he is very much satisfied, sometimes he is not satisfied, and sometimes he is bewildered. Bewilderment is called moha, illusion. Illusion by society, friendship, and love. The living entity thinks that his so-called society, friendship, and love, nationality, community, society, etc., will give him protection. He does not know that after death he will be thrown into the hands of a, ve- of a very strong material nature that will force him to accept a certain type of body according to his present work. This body may not even be a human body. Thus, the living entity's feeling of security in this life, in the midst of society, wife, and friendship, is nothing but illusion. All living entities encased in various material bodies are illusion by the present activities of material enjoyment. They forget their real business, which is to go back home, back to Godhead. Everyone who is not Krishna conscious, must be considered an illusion. One, one's so-called feelings of happiness and satisfaction resulting from material things are also illusion. Factually, neither society, friendship, nor love, nor anything else can save one from the onslaught of the external energy, which is symptomized by birth, death, old age, and disease. To get one living entity out of the illusory condition is very difficult. Therefore, Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Devi Esha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratya Mamaivaye Prapatyante Maya Metantarantite. Because Pranam Prabhu, this divine energy of mind, consisting of the three modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome. But those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. Bhagavad Gita 7.14. Therefore, unless one surrenders completely at the lotus feet of Krishna, he cannot get out of the entanglement of the three modes of material nature. Text 56. Evam karmasu samsakta kamatma vanchito buddha mahishiyat iheta tattat eva evan vavartate vavartata evam. Thus karmasu, in fruitive activities, samkshata, being too much attached, Kam Atma, lusty, vanchita, cheated, abudha, less intelligent, Mahishi, the queen, yat, whatsoever, iheta, she would desire, tat, all of that, eva, certainly, Anvartata. He followed. Translation: being thus entangled in different types of mental concoction and engaged in fruitive activities, King Puranjana came completely under the control of material intelligence and was thus cheated. Indeed, he used to fulfill all desires of his wife, the queen. Purport: when a living entity is in such bewilderment that he is under the control of his wife or material intelligence, he has to satisfy the intelligence of his so-called wife and act exactly according to her dictates. Various Shastras advise that for material convenience one should keep his wife always satisfied by giving her ornaments and by following her instructions. In this way, there will be no trouble in family life. Therefore, for one's own social benefit, one is advised to keep his wife satisfied. In this way, when one becomes the servant of his wife, he must act accordingly, according to the desires of his wife. Thus, one becomes more and more entangled. In Bengal, it is said that if one becomes an obedient servant of his wife, he loses all reputation. However, the difficulty is that unless one becomes a most obedient servant of his wife, family life becomes disturbed. In the Western countries, this disturbance gives rise to the divorce law. And in the Eastern countries, like India, there is separation. Now, this disturbance is confirmed by the new introduction of the divorce law in India. Within the heart, the mind is acting, thinking, feeling, and willing, and falling under the control of one's wife is the same as falling under the control of material intelligence. Thus, one begets children by his wife and becomes entangled in so many activities and mental concoction.
Okay, one big verse. Revolve.
Too much big Prabhu.
Oh, purport is not big.
Yes, Prabhu. क्वचित् पिबन्त्यं पीबाति मदिरं मदपि विफल अश्नान्त्यं क्वचित् अश्नाति सत्यं सः चक्षिति क्वचित् गायति गायन्तं रुदत्यं रुदति क्वचित् हसन्त्यं हसति जल्पन्त्यम् अनुजल्पति क्वचित् धावति धावन्त्वं तिष्ठन्त्यम् अनुतिष्ठति. You can scroll on. अनुशेते स्वया नायम् अन्वस्ते क्वचित् हसतिं क्वचित् चिनोति शृण्वन्त्यं पश्यन्त्यम् अनुपश्यति क्वचित् जिघ्रति जिघ्रन्त्यं scroll. You can scroll up, Prabhu.
Up, sorry.
Sprishantyam, sprishati kvachit, kvachit cha shauchitam, jayam anushauchati dinavat anurishyati rishantyam, muditam anumodate. Synonyms: kvachit, sometimes; pibantyam, while drinking; pibati, he drank; madiram, liquor; madvivala, being intoxicated; ashnantyam, while she was eating; kvachit, sometimes; ashnati, he ate; chakshtyam, while she was chewing; saha, with her; jakshati, he chewed; kvachit, sometimes; gayati, he used to sing; gayantyam, while his wife was singing; rudatyam, when the wife was crying; rudati, he also cried; kvachit, sometimes; kvachit, sometimes; hasyantam, while she was laughing; hasati, he also laughed; jalpantyam, while she was talking loosely; anu, following her; jalpati, he also talked loosely; kvachit, sometimes; dhavati, he also used to walk; dhavantyam, when she was walking; tishtantyam, while she was standing silently; anu, following her; tishtati, he used to stand; anu, following her; shete, he used to lie down; shayanayam, while she was lying on the bed; anu, following her; aste, he also used to sit; kvachit, sometimes; asatim, while she was sitting; kvachit, sometimes; shrinoti, she used to hear; shrinvantyam, while she was engaged in hearing; pashyantyam, while she was seeing something; anu, following her; pashyati, he also used to see; kvachit, sometimes; chikrati, he used to smell; chikrantyam, while his wife was smelling. Prabhu, you can scroll on. Sprishantyam, while the wife was touching; sprishati, he was also touching; kvachit, at that time; kvachit cha, also; cha, sometimes also; shochitam, when she was lamenting; jayam, his wife; anu, following her; shochati, he was also lamenting; dinavat, like a poor man; anu, following her; rishyati, he used to enjoy; vishyantyam, while she was feeling enjoyment; muditam, when she was satisfied; anu, following her; modate, he felt satisfaction. Translation: when the queen drank liquor, King Puranjan also engaged in drinking; when the queen dined, he used to dine with her; and when she chewed, King Puranjan used to chew along with her; when the queen sang, he also sang. Similarly, when the queen cried, he also cried; and when the queen laughed, he also laughed; when the queen talked loosely, he also talked loosely; and when the queen walked, the king walked behind her; when the queen would stand still, the king would also stand still; and when the queen would lie down in bed, he would also follow and lie down with her; when the queen sat, he would also sit; and when the queen heard something, he would follow her to hear the same thing; when the queen saw something, the king would also look at it; and when the queen smelled something, the king would follow her to smell the same thing; when the queen touched something, the king would also touch it; and when the dear queen was lamenting, the poor king who had also had to follow her lamentation. In the same way, when the queen felt enjoyment, he also enjoyed; and when the queen was satisfied, the king also felt satisfaction. Purport: the mind is the place where the self is situated, and the mind is conducted by the intelligence. The living entity situated within the heart follows the intelligence. The intelligence is herein depicted as the queen, and the soul, under the mental control, follows the material intelligence, just as the king follows his wife. The conclusion is that the material intelligence is the cause of bondage for the living entity. The point is that one has to take shelter, one has to take to spiritual intelligence to come out of this entanglement. In the life of Maharaj Amrish, we find that the great Maharaj first engaged his mind on the lotus feet of Krishna. In this way, his intelligence became purified. Maharaj Amrish also used his other senses in the service of the Lord. He engaged his eyes in seeing the deity in the temple nicely decorated with flowers. He engaged his senses of smell by the flower, smelling the flowers, and he engaged his legs by walking to the temple. His hands were engaged in cleansing the temple, and his ears were engaged in hearing about Krishna. His tongue was engaged in two ways, in speaking about Krishna and taking and in tasting Krishna prasada offered to the deity. Materialistic persons who are under the full control of material intelligence cannot perform cannot bec- cannot perform all these activities. Thus, consciously or unconsciously, they become entangled by the dictations of material intelligence. This fact is summarized in the following verse. Very powerful verse, Prabhu.
Yes,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna, Prabhus. Hare Bo.
Yes, Prabhu, you can continue.
Thank you, Prabhu. It took too long because I was with my mom. Sorry, Prabhu. Okay, from where, Prabhu?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Vipralabdo Mahishyavam Sarava Prati Vanchitaha Ne Chan Anu Karoti Agnaha Kalibyat Krida Margo Yata. Synonyms: Vipralabdaha, captivated, Mahishya, by the queen, Evam, thus Sarva, all, Prakti, existence, Vanchitaha, being cheated, Na Ichan, without desiring, Anu Karoti, used to follow and imitate, Ajnaha, the foolish king, Kalibyat, by force, Krida Margaha, a pet animal, Yata, just like. Translation: in this way, King Puranjana was captivated by his nice wife and was thus cheated. Indeed, he became cheated in his whole existence in the material world, even against that that poor foolish king's desire. He remained under the control of his wife, just like a pet animal that dances according to the order of its master. I'm sure there were the slokas were palatable, the previous slokas.
Yes,
Yes.
Prabhu.
So they discussed everything, like all the 9 gates, right?
Yeah.
Okay, bro. Yeah, I'll go reread tomorrow when this chapter. I
Oh, I
need to just
forgot
give
to
it time. Sorry, bro.
take one second. I forgot to take one verse number, what it was.
Okay, bro.
25:53. Or I
I'm so Semi Prabhu, you have saved 1 billion slokas now, ne?
no, Prabhu, just few.
Phew. Oh, no. Purport: the word Viparlabdaha is very significant in this verse. V means specifically and prat labda means obtained, just to satisfy his desires. The king got the queen, and thus he became cheated by material existence. Although he was not willing to do so, he remained as a pet animal under the control of material intelligence, just as a pet monkey dances according to the desires of its master. The king danced according to the desires of the queen. In Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, it is said, Mahat Sevam Duram Ahur Vimukte 5.52. 5.2. If one associates with a saintly person, a devotee, his path of liberation becomes clear. But if one associates with a woman or with a person who is too much addicted to a woman, his path of bondage becomes completely clear. Yeah. On the whole, for spiritual advancement, one must give up the company of a woman. That is what is meant by the order of sannyasa. Sannyasa. The renounced, the, ren, the renounced order. Before taking sannyasa or completely renouncing the material world, one has to practice avoiding illicit sex life, illicit or illicit. Licit or illicit is practically the same, but through illicit sex, one becomes more and more captivated. By regulating one's sex life, there is a chance that one may eventually be able to renounce sex or renounce the association of women. If this can be done, advancement in spiritual life comes very easily. How one becomes captivated by the association of one's dear wife is explained in this chapter by Narada Muni. Attraction for one's wife means attraction for the material qualities. One who is attracted by the material qualities of darkness is the lowest stage of life, whereas one who is attracted by the material quality of goodness is in a better position. Sometimes we see that when a person is on the platform of material goodness, he is attracted more or less by the cultivation of knowledge. This is, of course, a better position, for knowledge gives one the preference to accept devotional service. Unless one comes to the platform of knowledge, the Brahma Bhuta stage, one cannot advance in devotional service. As Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Brahma Bhutaha Prasannatma Na Shochati Na Kanchati Kankshati Samaha Sarveshu Bhuteshu Mad Bhaktim Labate Param. Brahma Bhuta Parasanatma Na Shochati Na Kankshati Samaha Sarveshu Bhuteshu Mad Bhaktim Labate Param. One who is thus transcendentally situated at once realizes the supreme Brahman. He never laments nor desires to have anything. He is equally disposed to every living entity. In that state, he attains pure devotional service unto me. Bhagavad Gita 18.54. The platform of knowledge is advantageous because it is a means by which one may come to the stage of devotional service. However, if one takes to devotional service directly, knowledge is revealed without separate endeavor. This is confirmed in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yogaha Prayonjitaha Janayati Ashu Vairagyam Jnanam Cha Yad Aheitukam. 1.2.7 Devotional service automatically reveals our actual knowledge of our material existence. One who is sufficiently intelligent immediately attains the stage of renunciation of so-called society, family, and love, as well as other things. As long as we are attached to society, family, and love of the material world, there is no question of knowledge, nor is there a question of devotional service. By directly taking to devotional service, however, one becomes filled with knowledge and renunciation. In this way, one's life becomes successful. Thus end Bhaktivedanta purport on the 4th chapter, 25th chapter of the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, entitled The Descriptions of the Characteristics of King Puranjana.
Haribol.
Such a beautiful chapter, Prabhu. Is it?
Oh,
Yeah, chapter.
yes, Prabhu.
This I need to reread, Prabhu. Very amazing.
Yes, Prabhu, it continues.
Still continues.
Yes, Prabhu. Next,
So Prabhu Puranjana, who is King Puranjana? Like,
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandot Pranam to all of you, Jai Sri
Hare Krishna,
Prabhupada.
Shubham Prabhu, Tanda
Hare
Pranam.
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
dear
Shubham
Prabhu,
Prabhu,
Krishna
Dandatam,
brothers and sisters, all praise to
Prabhupada.
Srila
See,
Prabhupada,
Prabhu,
Dandavat
continue.
Pranam.
It's not finished, Prabhu. See what happens then. Now
So,
oh yes, Shubham Prabhu.
so Prabhu, I have a question. May I
Yes,
ask you?
yes, please.
So, Prabhu, what is the difference between reading Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita and Bhagavatam? Prabhu?
Like what, Prabhu? What is the difference in reading what?
Prabhupada Lilamrita and Bhagavatam.
Oh, the one is like,
Prabhupada.
yeah, one is part of Vedas and one is like a book about Srila Prabhupada.
No, I mean, is there some higher or lower in the gradation, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu, Bhagavatam is better. It's written by Prabhupada, translated by Prabhupada. Yeah, I would read Bhag. I haven't even read the Lilamrit actually. I have only heard some of the stories, but yeah, it's good to hear, but because you cannot take everything there 100%, there might be something like that is not fully true also.
So,
Oh, I
Prabhu,
thought,
from
you know,
where
Prabhu, I thought it was
you
written by Srila
read
Prabhupada.
about Prabhupada?
What, Prabhu?
So, from where you read about something Prabhupada, what about the Prabhupada, what he had done?
Like what I like to see if you want to study the life of Prabhupada, there is nice documents and like movies that I would like to watch. There where they state all the facts that what Prabhupada did and then they like show where he went in which ship and all this. But about the stories where there is some devotee who has not understood Prabhupada yet, then he tells his own words something because there has been sometimes these gurus, for example, in ISKCON, they tell stories that are not exactly true. So sometimes you cannot be completely sure that the person is. If he gives some reference from Prabhupada, then but there is some nice stories too. So you can take the good ones, and if there is something that you feel is, I wouldn't trust it blindly like you would Bhagavatam. That's the difference in my mind.
So, Prabhu, can we watch on YouTube? There is like one Prabhu made the whole introduction of Prabhupada, many interview of that Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to like learn about Prabhupada's life and what he has done, and those are like nice to hear. But like comparing to Bhagavatam is like different.
Yes, Prabhu, that I know, but actually I was thinking that daily I should read about something about Prabhupada or
Yes, Prabhu, that's
not.
good also. Yes, Prabhu, and you can hear also those stories. If you don't want to read it, you can also hear what they tell. What had happened? Because there is a lot of nice pastimes. Then you can learn about what happened during those Prabhupada's years in West.
Yes, Prabhu, and also there is a Prabhupada Lilamrit.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, that's nice. I would read it, but I wouldn't like reference it to others. So next time we're gonna read the story continues.
Does it
Then
continue?
yes, Prabhu, see what happens.
Prabhu, who is King Puranjana?
He's us,
I've
Prabhu.
heard
He's the
he's
living
us.
entity. Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes, Prabhu. That's why, yeah, because I was getting confused there. Yeah, I
Yes, Prabhu.
remember.
There was this
Yes, Prabhu.
King Prachina Barhishit. Was that his name? Do you remember?
No, Prabhu.
Yeah, you asked about how to pronounce. King Prachina
Yes,
Bal.
Oh, yes.
Pratin Mahisat.
Yes, Prabhu. So who is talking to him? I forgot.
Narad Muni, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. So Narad Muni is talking to him, so he cannot tell him directly. He wants to give him advice, but since he's a real materialistic person, this king,
Oh, he uses people like aspects as in like the
yeah,
city. Like it's
yeah.
okay.
So he gave some other king as an example. So it happened to be King Puranjan. So and King
So
Puranjan
Prabhu,
means yes, Prabhu.
so Prabhu, it
If,
is like allegorical story.
Yes, Prabhu. Because
yes,
he
allegorical,
didn't
yes.
want to say that you are doing like this, you are doing like that, that is wrong, you are doing. He said he's doing. Look what he's
Yes.
doing wrong. Can you
And
see?
that's why I
Yes,
was
Prabhu.
saying it is actually figurative. It's
Yeah.
figurative. It's like it's not directly speaking of yes.
Yes,
Imagine
Prabhu.
giving this story to Christians, Prabhu. They would mental speculate.
Yes, Prabhu. And also that there is a lot of meanings. It's like triple entendre, because also it means the body and the city of the where the soul lives. So there is many meanings, and also it gives directly the meaning that association with woman is dangerous, because when the king becomes fully under the queen, then problems come. He
Oh
cannot
yes, yes.
become a proper king. So there is like three different meanings to understand from this, and
Mm,
even more actually. Just those are the main ones.
for sure, the queen is the mind.
Yes,
Go.
for the intelligence.
Semi Prabhu, look at how long is this? I'm sure the purport is so long.
Oh yeah, this will be so nice.
The great sage Narada continued. My dear king, once upon a time. Mm, I don't want to spoil it for tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it's a long one. Purport.
Yeah, I hope to read it tomorrow. I must be the first one to read.
Oh, he went to forest not caring for his wife. What it means?
Maybe the mind, Prabhu, he does not care about
See,
what the mind thinks.
yes, Prabhu. Yeah, but that's intelligence. The queen is the intelligence.
Oh,
What was the
yes, yes,
mind?
Prabhu.
It was just explained at the final verses what the mind was, but I forgot. Yeah, I think
Maybe I was not.
it's yeah. Is it like one of the maids of the queen or something? I forgot completely.
Mm.
But see here, they said on that day, being very much inspired by the desire to hunt, he took up his bow and arrow with great pride and went to the forest, not caring for his wife. So he left the intelligence.
Oh, yes, yes,
He
Prabhu.
didn't follow the. But see, the purpose is nice because there's one form of hunting is known as woman hunting. So Prabhupada gives this example because he went to hunt.
Let me take a screenshot, Prabhu. And it's actually the
Yes,
well-known hunting in this age, Prabhu.
yes,
We no
Prabhu.
longer, we are actually, if you see, you check this Kali Yuga, Prabhu, we are afraid of chicken, rats, these things, you know. But when you see in the ancient times, people used to hunt like tigers. What? Yeah, but now it's only women hunting.
Yes,
And then
Prabhu.
what? Even nah, the actually men are hunting money just because they want women. The final result, which is sex life.
Yes, Prabhu. And here they say that the king Puranjan abandoned in the company of his religious married wife in attempt to hunt for many women for sense gratification. So he went to the forest to hunt for the woman.
Oh, oh,
So he left his intelligence, the good wife he had, that he went to the forest without intelligence to look for
oh.
like
I wonder what's
conditioned
the meaning.
intelligence.
I wonder, Prabhu. I wonder what is the meaning of Puranjan. Like when they break it down, like Pur Anjan. Like
Yes, Prabhu, it was explained in the beginning, but I forgot it.
for sure, it's like a Muda. Because I know we people who accepted the field, it's very difficult.
I
So
see it now.
Prabhu, it's like a body, Puranjan.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
One who enjoys in a body. The word Puranjan means one who enjoys in a body.
Oh, in a body, yes, yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Pur means body and
Yes,
Ranjan
Prabhu.
means joy.
Yes, Prabhu.
Oh, Buranjan. And similar, Prabhu. The nature, the enjoyer. Yeah, that chapter. It has something. I would recommend people to read that chapter first.
Yes, Prabhu. It turns
Then
into
it's gonna make
scary
everything.
things.
Sorry, Prabhu.
This will stir into scary things because the Puranjan will die at some point.
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
He will become a woman, Prabhu.
I see the woman hunting one. That one, Prabhu. It's too
Yes,
much.
Prabhu.
And he will be
Oh, Krishna.
married and his husband died.
And Prabhu, in this age, it appears as if men are the only people hunting for women. But I think it's vice versa. It's like women are much more into bondage now.
See this, Prabhu. This is scary. See this, Prabhu?
Shubham Prabhu. Shubham Prabhu, please mute.
No, this is transcendental chanting. Prabhu, see this. You know what is happening here? Can you see the screen?
Oh, yes, I see, Prabhu. Oh, like the reason why I said you must unmute because I could not hear you, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. So can you see this? Now after reading this chapter, you will understand this better. Because before I was not fully understanding this picture, I was just seeing that the soul is taken to the hell.
Yes, Prabhu.
But can you explain what is here? Yes, Prabhu. Now you can see the many aspects. There's a big line. I was thinking before that these are different souls coming from the earth. They are going in line.
Oh, yes.
But it's not like that. These are the inhabitants of the city.
Inside, right?
Yeah, can you see what
so
is...
many, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu, can you see what is in behind? What is that?
The city.
Yes, Prabhu.
Oh, what?
This is the city. See, here is the head. This is the body of Puranjan. Here is the head, shoulders, chest, arms.
Oh,
And see, this is the rectum. I think this is the south gate.
so where are these senses going, Prabhu? Like these,
No, this is
you
the...
see, the functions of the body.
So see, when the...
Prabhu,
Oh, now I remember actually.
time has attracted them.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. Yeah, it's explained. This will become really...
Yes. So there is Kalkanya.
Is that person dead or what, Prabhu? Like when I check the seat, it's like a person lying down.
Yes, Prabhu, it's attacked. See, the city has been attacked. Subham Prabhu was explaining it.
When you are the sense, like saving the senses or
Yes,
what?
there is given in the next part we will
Yes,
see
Prabhu.
time attack, Prabhu, and there is Kalkanya Jwar, everything.
Yes, Prabhu.
Oh,
See,
yes,
there's
yes.
fire. And then there is
Digestive.
the invalidity of old age. It comes and slowly the city starts to burn, and then the time attacks.
Yes, that is Kalkanya. Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu,
Yes,
isn't the reflection of what happens actually when a flood comes? Like if we, I'm trying to
Puranjan
take it
died
externally now.
and he was thinking of a woman, and in next life he became a woman.
Yes, Prabhu. They came to search for him in the city. These who drag him out. He tried to hide somewhere in the city, but one by one they inhabit because it's burning and getting destroyed. There is no place to hide anymore. Then he's found. Then he's dragged This is the road that they go to the Yamaloka.
Hmm.
And these are
Prabhu,
the
what
like
about the snakes?
Can you
What
see the
about the
serpent?
snakes? The serpents, are they representing the mind?
No, it's the living force. You
Oh,
remember?
the living. Oh, like the Kundalini, what?
Yes, Prabhu. That keeps the when you're sleeping, that keeps the body breathing and the the life
Oh, the
energy of the
prana.
body. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
That it's actually
But why is
different from
it
the
being
soul.
attacked? It's like your life is being attacked from the vital life force. You see there
Yes,
two,
Prabhu,
there's a
and
person
all
there.
those, all those that we read, those different persons that are in the body that were uh, associating with Puranjan and doing things with him. They were going to one hole to hear things with that one friend. And you remember this, they were telling about his
Yes, yes.
friends. And so these are them, the friends and all the mind. There is mind as one
Yes.
woman.
The
And
left, the
also
right,
in this
yes.
line, there is also in this line, there is all the all the persons that the most thought persons that the person has in mind. So they are coming also in this line. So all these are going to be when that one king is judged. They look at the whole
What?
city, who is living there, what kind of persons are living there, what they are doing, and the
So they're
soul
leaving
he
the
gets.
city now.
Yes, bro. So the king
Mm.
gets the punishment of them all, and also if the soul he has associated with a certain kind of people, and then he has the image in the mind. Since the mind is coming, the mind also has as followers, it's the persons who has been in the mind, so they are also
Yes, yes.
coming.
Like the left, the one who's controlling the left, the right, the middle
Yeah,
one.
like in example, if a person has like associated in his mind with 100 women, he has been, even he has never talked with the woman, he has been thinking of them daily, and all those will come with him. And then when he goes in front of Yamaraj, you cannot hide that I have not been associating with women or something, because they are there. They will be there. You cannot say I
Yo,
don't
Shadi
know them.
Prabhu, we are actually dead, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, we are all
Yeah.
guilty of that one.
And then there's these animals that burn the body, and it was, I forgot how long it was, but it takes few moments. There is a one verse that explains how long this road was.
Oh, yes, yes, Prabhu.
He's cooked.
Yeah.
We are like Ranjan. This will be
Where do you,
scared.
please send the picture, Prabhu. Where do you get it?
Yes, Prabhu, I'll send it. It is now the proper explanation just starts. Now we first understood what the city is and kind of what the different parts of the city are. Now we understand what the
Yes.
activities will be.
Hmm. Puranjan. And he's even
Yes,
called a
Prabhu.
king. They even gave him a role of a king, King Puranja.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, I received it, Prabhu. Haribo. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is a different ball game. No,
Yes, Prabhu. It's really like
mind
shocking
blowing.
when he starts to die. Because
Yeah.
first
It,
he's
it,
in
it,
now he's in the portion of sense enjoyment, and he enjoys with different, like he's the queen, and now he goes hunting for women in the forest, and now he does all crazy things. Then eventually the old age will come.
so, Prabhu, isn't there a great, like, okay, like, let's say, isn't there an explanation of the opposite of King Puranjan, like the one who's living a devoted life, serving the Lord, being a servant, following the spiritual master and everything?
Yes,
Isn't
Prabhu. I
there
think
a
in the
story like
purport.
how the senses act?
I think in the purports there will be.
Okay, Prabhu. Think we should go to the Sikh Shastaka.
Yes, Prabhu.
Then we can discuss if we want to discuss. Today I'm fulfilled,
Oh yeah.
Prabhu. Yo,
Yeah, here Narada explained to
fulfilled
him.
from the knowledge.
See, Narada explained. In the middle he explained.
Yes, I think I
Saying
was
that
here.
there is-
Barshat.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, he cuts the story for a little and he says, My dear
And-
king, any person who works according to the directions of the Vedic scriptures does not become involved in fruitive activities.
Oh yes, Prabhu.
Because
It's
maybe he was
actually
shot.
fulfilling.
Yeah.
Chapter 4, Prabhu. I never thought it would give me such. I've never heard of this ever. That's why they say Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam is sacred, eh? King Puranjana was hunting in this way. Animals within the forest lost their lives with great pain. Yo,
Now he's searching for the queen. He's doing all crazy things in the forest like an animal.
sorry, Prabhu.
He's doing all the crazy things in the forest like animal. Now he's searching for the queen. First he was hunting and killing animals.
Rice, vegetable, fruits, milk, sugar, and milk products, eh? Milk.
Oh yeah, this is the verse I had in notes. Hmm.
Can I start, Prabhu? You can
Yes, Prabhu.
continue to read. I can sing without looking, if I still remember them. Cheto-darpanamarjanam bhavamahadavagninirvapanam Shreya-kavachandrika vitaranam vidyavadu-jivanam anandam burdevardhanam pratiparam purnamritasvadanam sarvatma-snapanam param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam Namnamakari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shakti Statrarpita Niyamita Smarane Nakalaha Etatrishi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi Dorodaiva Met Prishamihai Jina Nurakraha Trinarapi Sunichena Taro Api Sahishnuna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sada Hari Nadanam na janam na sundarim gavitam va jagadishaka maye mama janmani janmanishware bhavata bhakti ahe toki twai Ainanda tanuja ikingaram patitam mam vishame bhavam budau kripaya dvavapada pankaja stithaduli satrasham vichintaya Nayanam Galadashrudaraya Vadanam Gadgadarudaya Kira Pulakairena Chittam Vapukada Tavanam Grahane Bhavishyati Yugaitam Nimishena Chakshusha Pravishaitam Shunyaitam Jagat Sarvam Govinda Virahe Name Asislava Paratham Pinastuma Madarshanam Marmam Hatam Karotuva Yata Tata Vavidatulan Pato Mat Prananatastu Sa Eva Narpanaha Glories to the Shri Krishna Sankirta. Glories to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. Almighty Lord. Can go down, Prabhu. O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benedictions to living beings, and thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you have invested all your transcendental energies. They are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness, you enable us to easily approach you by chanting your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige and ready to offer all respects to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. Almighty Lord, Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire any beautiful, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service, birth after birth. O son of Maharaj Nanda Krishna, I am your eternal savior. Yet somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms of your lotus feet. Oh my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up, and when will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your name? Oh Govinda, feeling your separation, I am considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in the world in your absence. I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain so even if he handles me roughly in his embrace or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipful Lord unconditionally. Shikshashtaka ki jai, Lord Chaitanya
Jai.
Mahaprabhu ki jai, Vande Shri
Jai.
Krishna Chaitanya. Oh, and I've learned that prayer, Prabhu. You know, 1.2 Adi Leela. Vande Shri Krishna Chaitanya, the one. Nityananda Sahodito. I don't know if you know it.
That's your Prabhu, actually.
It's like I offer my respectful obeisances unto Shri Krishna Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, who are like the sun and moon. They appear to this. They appear. They arise. They have arisen on the horizon of Gaudiya to dissipate their darkness of ignorance and thus wonderfully bestow benediction. Wonderfully bestow benediction. Something like that.
Yes, Prabhu.
That's the translation. Bahu Janma Kari Yadi Shravana Kirtana Tabutana Paya Krishna Pade Premadan. If one is infested with the 10 offenses in the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, despite his endeavor to chant the holy name for many births, he will not get the love of Godhead. That is the ultimate goal of this chanting. The offenses against the chanting of the holy name are as follows. First offense is to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. Second offense, to consider the names of the demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of Lord Vishnu. Third offense is to disobey the orders of their spiritual master or thinking him as an ordinary person. Fifth offense, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. Sixth offense, to give some interpretation on the holy name of the Lord. Seventh offense, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name of the Lord. Eighth offense, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, karma kanda. Ninth offense, to instruct the faithless persons about the glories of the holy name. 10th offense, to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy names and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnav must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success. Krishna Prema. I offer my respectful obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord. They can fulfill the desires of everyone just like desire trees. They are full of compassion for the fallen souls.
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः.